Hi Pisces, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2019. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck, and remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Ascendant, and Pisces Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Pisces, now on to your September 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have in your reading today, Pisces, is the 10 of Rods, and this is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. And these 10 rods of burden are actually going to help you with knowledge and experience that you've gained as you move on to the new and better horizons. It could indicate that you're actually going to feel a little overburdened in the month of September and maybe even going into October. There's a lot of things you need to get going in September, to institute, to plan, to organize, to get going, and you need to push forward all your energy and efforts and putting your best foot forward in September. There's things you're definitely feeling like, I'm going to have to tackle this, but you do feel like you're up to any challenges, and you do feel, even if parts of you are uncertain, you are more certain you can handle challenges and tackle the things in front of you. You're more certain than you are uncertain about it. There could be courses you're going to take, programs you're going to study, if you're starting school or you're starting any training programs or anything, there could be some things that need to be switched or changed in September. Some of you are going to be putting yourself in a position where you're going to have room to grow. It could be a job, it could be a study program or something that you're going to get involved with, but it would be, or even start your own business even. But whatever it is, there's going to be room for you to grow in that position or in that school or in that training or whatever it is you're going to, that the guides are talking about here. I feel like your determination is going to be up, and you're going to really want to prove yourself this month, either to yourself or to others, and show what you're made of and show people what you can do. And I do feel you may feel like you have a lot of things to contend with, so you may actually feel a little burdened. But yet I feel like your will is strong, your determination is strong, your drive is strong, and I feel like you're up for the challenge. And I feel like you kind of care how you're being perceived. Like you want to walk through a door and you're thinking, I got to show what I'm all about. Maybe you're starting a new job and you're like, you know what? These people need to get what I'm all about right in the beginning. Or it could even be some other new scenario, a new club, a new group, an organization, a new class, a new course of study, something, you know, new love relationship, anything that's new to you. I feel like I'm walking through this new door and I have to show what I am all about and what I'm made of. I feel like you want to really be true to yourself. That's important to you this month. So the next card you have is Strength, and this is having to access inner courage and inner strength, having strength and courage over adversity. It could be spiritual power over the material world. You could be taming the savage beast in something. It could be dealing with a Leo because she's holding a lion's head, but that's not going to be the case for all of you. Your mind is going to be quite intense, and I do feel like you're going to be driven. I feel like your mind is going to be very, I get it again, like very keen and fixated on how you want to appear to other people. Like, what statement are you making? with your appearance, with your attitudes, with your beliefs, with the way you act. Like, this is going to be very important. So some of you are starting a new job, and this is what's happening. Some of you are starting a school or an education program or some training, and this is why it's happening. Some of you, it could be a new relationship, or you could be, or a new group or club, but there's some new doorway you're walking through, and you definitely care how you appear to others. And it's really going to be on your mind. You could even have multiple things like I'm mentioning here happening. You are going to feel challenged, and you are going to feel like, I have to face this challenge head on. I'm not feeling like your challenge is something you can't do or handle. I'm not feeling like, oh man, Pisces, you're not going to be able to handle this. That's not my feeling at all. I feel completely like you are going to be able to do this. It's actually things that are happening to you in September, October, and November are strengthening your character. It's character building and character strengthening going on with you. It's a very important time, and it's a karmic time. And I do feel, again, if I'm repeating myself, but this is what's coming up here, I do feel like you're going to put your best effort forward, your best foot forward. I don't feel like you're just going to be like slacking off. I'm not getting that vibe from you at all. Some of you Pisces may feel like you're a bit trapped and imprisoned by your past, or you may have felt that way. But this is a time where this is changing. You may have felt like a prisoner or trapped or bound to situations in the past, and you may have felt like that carried on with you. But you're breaking free of that now. And you know, you're walking through this doorway of endless possibilities. And it's really all up to you. Sometimes, yes, fate steps in and deals you fantastic hands or crappy hands. And sometimes fate does actually happen. But I don't feel like what's happening now so much for you is fate. I feel like it's up to you. Like, this is what you're going to make of it, what your will is going to do. You are going to have some brilliant ideas. You are going to be stepping up to the plate with challenges. So the next card you have here, Pisces, is Nine of Pentacles. And this is being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. I feel like you're going to really step into it. Like, I really know how to handle myself. I really am in tune, and things are working out for you. That's what I feel you're going to feel by the end of the month of September going into October. I feel like people are going to be really responding to you well, too. Anything new you're starting, it doesn't even have to be new. Maybe you're already in a job and you've been there a really long time, but maybe there's some other things that are changing in it, or other circumstances that are, something about it is changing or new, and I feel like people are going to be responding well to you. You may be dealing with somebody in the next 3 months that you feel is down and out or downtrodden in some way. Ooh, Maxie snored right there. That means Spirit's agreeing with that. And you may feel like you want to help them. You may meet somebody that's having drug addiction problems, or they've had a terrible breakup and they're having issues coping with it, or they could be down and out on their luck in some other way. And you may be trying to offer them friendship or emotional support. And I feel like even just your being gracious with your attitudes and behaviors towards them is even helpful and healing for them. If you're already working, I feel like there's some people that some things are happening and working behind the scenes where people are approving of you and wanting to do nice things for you, and they may want to promote you at your job or give you some kind of benefit, blessing, or break. And if you're a non-working Pisces, then it's angels and spirit guides and spiritual realm working behind the scenes that feel like they want to give you some kind of benefit, blessing, or break. It's either at a job or it's either the spirit world. I do feel that some of you, your income is going to increase. Either you're getting a raise or you're getting a new job and it's going to pay you more money. And I do feel that there's a tendency for you to be grouped up or linked up with like-minded people in September, October, and even in November, in that time frame. You could join a new club, an organization, or it could be at work and you get grouped together to work on a project, or at school, or a club you join of some sort, where you're going to be with some like-minded people. You're going to like find your tribe, so to speak, or find a good mix of people that are like on the same page as you. So I picked that up for you here with the Nine of Pentacles. Next card you have here, Pisces, this is a very nice card. You have Three of Rods, and Three of Rods is success. This could be waiting patiently for success to come in, or letting go of something so success can come to you. It could also have to do with business, enterprise, and communications, because it is rods. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labors come to fruition. What's that old saying? The chickens come home to roost. That's what's happening for you in September. You get some kind of opportunity or offer to obtain something. It could be, something like you've really been waiting for or hoping for. It could be like a job or a position you've been waiting for and hoped it was going to open up and you're going to get it. It could be some venture that you were hoping you were going to be able to be part of or get going, a business venture or something. I feel like it's going to open up for you. You're going to be able to obtain this in September. And I do feel that many of you are going to feel like family is going to be supportive of you and your decisions, and be behind you in September. I hear a lot of clapping and applauding. Yay, job well done. And if that's not your friends and family doing it, you could be making some kind of presentation or acting in a play or giving a speech or, presenting something, and it could be on the internet, could be on YouTube, could be on a stage, and people are going to be going, yay, bravo, we like what you did there, Pisces, good work, good job. You're going to feel more secure, and some of you are going to feel like you have secured a position of power, or that through feeling secure, it is empowering you. I feel like your mind is really expanding in September, and I feel like you're getting involved in a lot of things. It could be at your job. You have an awful lot of tasks and a lot of things, or your life in general. Maybe you're like, I'm taking these classes, I'm working, I'm going to the gym, I have friends I'm hanging out with over here, I'm starting to date somebody, or, my kids are really busy and I'm going here, there, and everywhere with them, and then I have my own stuff to do. Like, I feel like September is a successful and busy month for you. So, the last card you have in the reading is the King of Rods. And the King of Rods is a fire sign person. This would either be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you, Pisces, if your rising sign or moon sign is a fire sign. Things are changing with this King of Rods. There's a lot of envelopment of things going on. Envelopment, changing. They're doing things differently. They're going about how they're doing things. They could be nudging you along and trying to coax you along in some way, or they could be sticking their nose in or putting their foot in your business where it doesn't belong. It's one or the other. They're either helpfully like mentoring you or cajoling you or urging you on, or it's somebody else that's like kind of sticking their nose in your business where it doesn't belong. But whatever it is, this King of Rods seems to be changing their tactics in the way they do things or deal with them. And the reason they're showing up here is because you're dealing with them maybe always. Maybe this is an ongoing person in your life, or at least in September, you're having dealings with them, and you're having to deal with them in that month. You may feel like they're making things too complicated. You may feel like you wish that they would break things down and like simplify some things for you. They could be a teacher, a mentor, a parent, an instructor, a boss, but somebody that's like kind of imposing their will at you, and they may be, even though they may be trying to improve things through changing things around, they may be still making things complicated. They're kind of like, you're going to learn things from me. I need you to pay attention to me. I want you to listen to me. They feel like they've got experience, knowledge. They may be looking for approval of you in some way, and they may also be looking at you like you're being a little evasive or stubborn or difficult. That's how they may be looking at you. I feel like you kind of want them to get on with what they're doing and not muck things up for you or be complicated for you. I feel like they kind of conceal things from you. I don't feel like they're totally open and above board and reveal everything to you. So that can make it a little complicated in dealing with this King of Rods. Now, keep in mind, whenever the people cards show up in a reading, I always say, it's a general reading, Pisces, and multiple people. This is going to be multiple people. So hopefully you're going to understand for you, each Pisces individually, as to who this King of Rods is for you. Because it's not some random person they showed up in your reading. So this is somebody that's going to be trying to have an influence, or you're going to be dealing with them in the month of September, and maybe even continuing forward, maybe not just for the month of September. And I want to say here, a lot of the signs, I didn't notice it as much in your sign, but a lot of the signs this month, I felt like the eclipses in July were totally affecting what was happening in the month of September, really, really strongly. So maybe you are too, but yours felt more like beginnings. A lot of the signs had endings and beginnings in their reading. Yours really feels new and like beginnings to me in your reading. Not so much ending things for Pisces in this reading. Maybe you got some of those endings over with already. I don't know. It is a general reading after all. That's why I always say watch your rising sign and your moon sign, or if you're on the cusp of the sign. So if you're on the Aquarius Pisces cusp, watch Aquarius. And if you're on the Pisces Aries cusp, you might want to watch Aries, because sometimes people write me and say they decided to do that and their messages were in their cusp sign. So you have to see, your messages are coming to you somewhere, and you got to wait till the end of September to see. These are predictions, so you have to see how it plays out. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, those links are always posted below these videos in the description box below in the Show More section. Those videos are available for download and purchase on Vimeo. And the video series I have listed below are 3. The first one is the Psychic Crystal readings for September 2019 for each sign of the zodiac. If you want to see what my spirit guides have to say as a continuation of this reading for you, Pisces, you can check that out, and they'll give you messages and predictions for the month of September 2019. Also, the other link below is Beginnings and Endings, Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for the effects of the eclipses in July 2019. I pulled 3 cards to show what was going to be beginning, what was going to be ending for your sign using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck first. Then I pulled 3 cards from the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck to show what will be beginning in your life from the effects of the eclipse. And then in the crystal, I look at what's beginning and ending in the crystal to round out the reading. I thought those predictions were going to go out for 6 months. Many of them were going, many of the signs, they were going out as far as April, March, April, maybe even some in May of 2020. So you may want to check those out. And normally I don't say this because you are downloading and purchasing the videos. I really felt very strongly during those readings. My guides kept bringing up, yep, the rising sign should watch this. The rising sign should watch this. So in those particular eclipse effects videos, the beginnings and endings videos, you might want to consider getting your sun sign and your rising sign. Also, below this video, I have the link for mid-year Love and Romance Psychic Tarot update for 2019. Those readings were quite interesting. Now, I also thought that was going to go till the end of the year of 2019, to the end of December 2019. But I found when I was doing those readings, many of the signs, the predictions went out into March, April, and May of 2020, January through May of 2020. So some of them are going out further than that. So you might want to check those out. Also, if you're interested in getting more psychic predictions from my spirit guides through me that you're not going to be able to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my 2 Facebook accounts, The Lucky Mermaid LLC and The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and on my Instagram account, The Lucky Mermaid _Pam Georgel. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, animal totem cards, crystals from the gemstone bag, look into my crystal, and give you psychic predictions and messages. And it won't be just for the day that I am posting it. Many times my spirit guides are talking about this, in 2 weeks from now, in 4 weeks this could happen, in 5 weeks, in 5 months, in 2 months. It could cover a broad spectrum of time. So you never know what the timing is going to be on those predictions. That I do have many, many people that comment on those, social media predictions that I make. I'm also on Twitter as well. That people say, oh, that really resonated with me. That's making sense to me. That's exactly what's going on right now. So you might really want to check them out. And also, if you like to watch cooking and baking, baking videos, you might want to tune in on this channel, Pamela Georgel on YouTube, where I post the Psychic Pastry Chef episodes, where I bake cakes, desserts, and pastries. I show you how to decorate them, and I give you psychic predictions and messages while I'm doing this baking and decorating and all of that. Now, I had a love of Julia Child and Graham Kerr, The Galloping Gourmet, and Jacques Pepin when I was a little kid, and I watched those shows growing up. And then I went to culinary school, the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. I graduated from there in 1982 with a degree in culinary arts, and then I owned businesses and I worked in many different places. So I've had a long career as a pastry chef, and then I became a psychic for 18 years and stopped doing the baking professionally. But they're my 2 loves, and I married them together in these videos. So you'll get psychic predictions for your zodiac signs in those videos. And people comment on them and say, oh man, that prediction was right. Even though it's not lengthy like here on YouTube, like these videos, they're not as long with the predictions, but maybe you'll like to see and get some ideas, and you'll get a recipe, you'll see how to make it, and you get some predictions. So I hope you check those videos out. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of September, Pisces. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.